Our last picks for the year. Let's do this. Good morning, I'm Karen, and welcome to my TBR jar picks for December. I have my 3 TBR jars ready to go, and I think what we might do is something just slightly different. Let's have a look. This is my dragon jar. These are the books that I most want to read, and since it's December, why not, pull, there's 4 of them, so maybe let's pull 3 of them and see where we're at. First pick, I do have these color coded. Pink is contemporary, I think. This is the Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. This is a middle grade book. I know not a whole lot about it. It is a mystery, and it comes recommended by my niece, who is an avid reader, just reads so many books, and she is very picky about what she reads, and she has not stopped talking about this book since last year. So I told her I would read it this month. So I'm really glad that one came out. I was going to read it regardless, but here we go. Pick number 2. Purple is fantasy. We have, this is A Fire Endless. This is the second book of a duology, so this would finish a series for me, of the River Enchanted series by Rebecca Ross. I read the first one at the beginning of this year, I think in January, so I think this would be a perfect way to cap off the year with the sequel, finish off a series. I think this also fits for my Aurelium challenge too, and that last one was read a book with fire in the title, A Fire Endless. Perfect. This is a cozy fantasy. It's about a man who's a harpist. He's the composer, the musician of this clan, and he goes back to the island where he grew up. On the island, there are 2 warring clans, and he basically gets himself stuck in the middle of it, and there's something that's ignited this whole war between the 2 clans. There always was the war, but now there's something that's triggered more of a fight, and he is part of trying to create peace. And the last one, so there's only 2 more in here, and if I end up finishing all of these, I will pick that last one. But for now, we have, Mystery, The Christmas Guest. This one popped up on my suggestions for my library, and I haven't seen anybody else reading it yet because I think they're waiting until Christmas. I don't really know what it's about, but it's a mystery and it's short. Okay, we'll put this lone one back. This is my Prince Charming jar. And this one is full of books that are second tier want to read, and I'm only going to pick one out of this one because that's 3 over there already, even though one of them's short. This is Blue, science fiction. Okay. Oh, okay. I have to explain this one a little bit. So this is 5 stories from Dangerous Visions. Dangerous Visions is an anthology that was created by Harlan Ellison, I think is the name. This was an anthology created in the 60s. Correct me if I'm wrong, Editor Karen. And this is full of dangerous stories. And from the ones that I've read so far, I can see why they were termed as dangerous then. But I think we would call them just slightly experimental now. I'm really enjoying all the classic feeling science fiction, and so far I've really enjoyed the 3 that I've read. There's 35 stories in this anthology. I'm looking forward to this. 5 stories from this anthology. Perfect, short stories. My Hero's Journey jar. Sounds so silly. My Hero's Journey. This is the last pick This one I can choose not to read it if I find I'm overwhelmed with what I've already picked, but here we go. Yellow is classic. Oh, okay. Um, okay. This is the Deptford trilogy. The first book being Fifth Business. I think the second one is called The Manticore. This is by Robertson Davies. He is a Canadian author. I have read the first book twice. Absolutely loved it. Have always meant to go on with it. His books are a little bit shorter, but they are super meaty. Fifth Business is about a man who has this childhood trauma, how his village and his buddies that he grew up with are all interconnected. They all grow up together, they become adults. He's telling it sort of from an adult perspective, and there are so many reveals in this and so much exploration with faith and with believing in anything, believing in oneself, believing in something greater than oneself. And I really enjoyed it so much. I know that the second book, The Manticore, does follow another one of the characters, one of his buddies. I'm not sure what one, but if I do end up reading this, I will for sure be giving you some sort of review because Robertson Davies is one of my top authors and I've only read one of his books. So I'm really looking forward to this. That would be a really great one to end the year on for sure. All right, there you have it. Those are my picks for December, hoping for some 5 stars to end the year. I'm also in the middle of these ones. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Karen. I'm the Book Liberaut, and I love exploring all types of books. We'll see you again soon. Bye. And I think that's perfect. I absolutely love reading murder books.